Just like with real estate or dividend payments, you can earn passive income online. And today I'm going to share 5 passive income ideas for making money that you can start building right away in 2025 so that you can be earning that passive income we all dream of as soon as possible. Hey, before we get into that, I want to talk to you real quick about this. Like with real estate, we're not going to be getting passive income checks unless we have some real estate to rent. Or like with dividends, there has to be some money invested in the companies so that you can get those dividend payments. The same holds true with making money online. You have to build up some assets that are going to pay you over and over again. But the good news is that with making money online, we don't need hundreds or thousands of dollars to invest in a house to rent. We don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in companies with dividend payments. Instead, we can use AI together with social media and our own talents and experiences to get a good start. So with that being said, let's get started with the first of the 5 passive income opportunities. Real quick, before we jump into that first passive income opportunity, I just want to show you a couple of screenshots basically showing some of the things I've done in the past, just so you know that I've actually done some of these things and make some passive income from it. I'm an instructor on Udemy. I enrolled there a long time ago, had quite a few students enroll, and just under 2,000. And that went pretty well. The thing I didn't end up liking a lot about that platform, and I didn't stick around on there, is that they really heavily discount your courses, and you don't really have a lot of control over that. And I didn't care for that. But still, I made quite a good amount of money from them. And you can still see my courses on there. They're still live and everything, but I wouldn't take them. They're a little outdated because that's been a few years. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you is a way to make some recurring income, and that's going to be the first thing. So that's coming right after this, but this is just a quick snapshot from some of the income that I make just from this service that I offer to local businesses. So that one is good. One of the other options I'm going to be showing you pays out more on a random basis. It's not recurring, but it just relates to you sending them leads and that kind of thing. And I've been able to earn quite a bit from that as well. It's been fantastic to have this kind of income, like you can see on this one, sending that around the holidays to myself, and that really helps out. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get rolling. Now, the first thing that I'm going to show you is super cool, and I've been doing this forever. I just fell in my lap, but it's something which a lot of local businesses need help with. So what it is, almost every neighborhood in the country, like in the US and outside of the US, I know these guys are all over Canada and Mexico and stuff like that, but you have these little local like neighborhood magazines, okay? And inside these magazines, the magazine owner goes out and actually finds the businesses to advertise inside the magazine. And these guys just buy ad slots, local businesses do, okay? And most all of them need a hand creating their ads, okay? You'll see if you look in these magazines, there are a lot of kind of poorly done ads. And that's because a lot of times those magazines have like somebody on board who tries to help out with those ads. And so what you can do is basically get a hold of the ad specs for a magazine. Like this one is called Best Version Media. But there's tons of them. That's not the only one by any means. There are multiple for every neighborhood. And so that means there's literally tens of thousands of these around just the US. Now this is a different media advertising thing, but you just search up like their ad specs, okay? And then this is going to show you like what we're looking at on screen here, the different ad sizes that people buy, okay? And so all you have to do is just find like one of these sizes, right? So you identify a business that's doing these and their ad doesn't look that great. You find the size from the print ad specs, which in this case is just a simple Google search for the media ad sizes. And then you can basically just bounce over into Canva. So I'm showing you an ad that this was one that is going to be running for the month of April for this particular law firm, then basically I create a new ad for them every month, basically. And then they pay me just a recurring fee to do this, and then some of their other ads, as well as managing their website stuff. And so it's super easy. Like, all you do is just you find the ad spec, right? So these are the sizes, quarter page. So you see quarter page is going to be 4.87 times 10 inches, okay? And you can go into Canva. You don't even have to have the paid version, and you basically just create a custom size ad, okay? So if we create a new design, change this to inches, okay, and then it's 4.87 times 10. Okay, that looks just right. And then what's cool is, like, Canva's going to pop up a bunch of cool templates for you to use. We can just browse through these. We don't want like a video template. We just want something more basic than that we can use for a local business. Or you can do like I do on this other one that we were just looking at, and you can basically just drag some text and an image element onto the screen, okay? So that's all I do is I just go in here. So this was like a Easter theme, right? So I just searched up Easter elements, okay? Go into the graphics. So I won't go too in depth here on these because we don't want to go into a full how-to tutorial on every one because that'll take forever, but you can see how this works, right? Like, you just get a nice image over here and you put some text on there. And if you're looking for text ideas, you can use ChatGPT to help you come up with just simple ad ideas for the local business. Or another cool trick that you can do is you can just say ad ideas for, in this case, this was an estate planning law firm. Okay, do that and then just search it up and then just go to images, right? And then you can get a bunch of inspiration in here for creating those ads. Okay, so that's one thing you can do, and then all you have to do is share it. Now, the way you get business for this is, what I recommend is just look through these little magazines, okay, and you can search them up online too, right? Like, they've all got electronic versions. So if you look up just like neighborhood, so I'm around Denver neighborhood magazines. Okay. And you look in the images, all right, see, you're going to see all these different magazines in here. Okay. Modern, 5280. Some of these are a little bigger than others. Like, you want to go for the smaller local market magazines. So you'll get a feel for that. 5280 is a little too big. So those folks in there are probably going to have ad creative people, but like Denver Dog, they're not going to, right? The people advertising in there are going to be much smaller local businesses, okay? So you find these, you find some idea companies that you can reach out to. You just hit them up in their contact form from their website, or if they've got an email address, and you just send them this, right? You just say, hey, I saw your ad last month. It looked great, but I had an idea for you and I just wanted to send it over to you. Totally free. And if you want some help with these in the future, just email me back and let me know. And so that's how it starts, okay? And it's super easy. You can literally, if you're doing this with, in this case, like a law firm or something like that, you can keep it generic. Usually what I do under this box is I put the company contact information, but if you create one of these, you can send it to 25 different law firms and see if anybody wants a hand with this kind of thing. Keep reusing the same one that you created. All you have to do is download it, save it as a JPEG, and start sending it to these companies. The other thing you could do is actually reach out to the people who publish these magazines and just see if they need a designer to help out with creating ads. Okay, so that's one great way. And to this day, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been making ads for people, and I still get paid month after month for those services. So that's number one. I love that one. I think you can go a long ways with that. You could even probably build that into a huge business if you wanted to. All right, so with that being said, let's get into number 2. Now, number 2 in our list of passive income ideas for making money online is going to be one that I think you'll really like, especially if maybe you don't have tons of experience online, you don't have tons of products to create, and you're not sure where to begin. This one is called affiliate marketing. And what it is, it's where a company has built up a product, a course, a software, something like that, and they're looking for other people to help them promote it. And in return, as a promoter, you get paid for every customer you send to them. So let me just show you really quick here on my screen a diagram that I created for a little course I was making. And basically what it does is it just walks through how affiliate marketing works. Okay, so step 1 over here is finding a product or a program that you want to promote. Okay, so just about everything online that's a course or a product of some kind has an affiliate program. Now, I always recommend as an affiliate to promote stuff that you actually use, because ultimately this stuff doesn't sell itself. And so just like we talked about at the beginning, like you can't make rent from real estate if you don't own real estate, and you can't make dividends from companies if you're not invested in those companies with some money. With affiliate marketing, you're not going to make affiliate commissions unless you know the product, and you're also going to have to actually get out and tell people about it, right? And you can do that with social media and AI and that kind of thing. So it's much easier now than it used to be to get that promotion out there. But I just want you to know that it doesn't sell itself, right? Like you do actually have to do stuff to make affiliate marketing work. All right. So I'm going to show you a couple of affiliate programs that I think are really good and that I've had some experience with. So the way it works though is you find those programs, you get your affiliate link, which is a thing that ties you personally to the company, so they know who referred customers to them, and they can and then reward you with payment, right? They have to know who referred their customers, and this is what protects you and makes it so that you get paid for everybody you send to the company, right? And so you get your affiliate link. Step 1 is find the product. Step 2 is get an affiliate link. And then step 3 is you start sharing about this product or company. Like I make videos on YouTube, and if I wanted to, you probably have seen lots of videos on YouTube where they talk about a company or a product, and then they put a link to that product in the description, right? That's an easy way you can do that. And you can do that on Instagram, you can do it on YouTube, you can do it on Facebook, TikTok, lots of places. So this is where you have to share that affiliate link. The affiliate programs will usually walk through the do's and don'ts as far as sharing the link and stuff like that. You get your link, you share it online. When people buy through your link, boom, you earn a commission. Okay, so some of those commissions I showed a couple of minutes ago are from affiliate marketing. Okay, and so one of those affiliate programs is System.io. Okay, so I don't promote these guys as much anymore, but I promote Go High Level, which is one that I use on a regular basis. But I used System.io for a long time, and I liked them a lot. And I think they're a great place to start for so many business owners. I'll actually put a link down below with a pre-built funnel that you can use as well. So it's perfect for affiliate marketing, and it actually promotes System.io. So you can use that, and basically what happens is once you get logged into System, you can just go to your dashboard and you can register for free to promote System. And what's cool about System.io is that you can just join and have one funnel on their system along with up to 2,000 contacts inside of their database. So they merge together like a website and funnel builder together with an email marketing program, which is super cool. Right? It's what you should be using. There's no need anymore to have separate email marketing programs and website builders and stuff, because the best ones out there are now all merged together into one. So you don't have to have two systems and two payments and stuff. And System does that, and you can have all of that for free, right? Like you don't even have to pay. It's not like a freemium. It's like as long as you want, you can have their free system And that just gives you the one funnel and one course and up to 2,000 contacts. And until you grow beyond that, you don't even need a higher plan. The only downside is that it shows their logo on all your pages and stuff. I think their lowest plan is $27 a month, so it's super reasonable if you want to upgrade and get rid of that logo, but you really don't need to. Like, you can use that for a long time until you're making enough money to want to upgrade. But you'll go into your dashboard, they'll give you a unique link that kind of looks like this, and they'll be able to show you the stats of people you refer. And like I said, get a link to the funnel that I used to use to promote system, and you can use it too. All right, it's a good starter funnel. You can do that. Now, the other program that I liked for affiliate marketing, and this was more of a training and course type of program, teaches you all about becoming an affiliate. So this is where I learned a lot about affiliate marketing to begin with. It's called OLSP, and I'll put a link to it down below. No pressure. I don't care whether you join or not, but I thought it was a great place to learn. And Wayne Crow, the guy that sort of is the mastermind of it, is a great guy, and like, he does a ton of live training and stuff like that. So multiple times a week you can actually get on live with them and learn about what's working and what's not inside of the affiliate marketing space. And you can really get started in their stuff for $7. So it's pretty reasonably priced. And of course, like with all of these programs, they have things to sell you to level you up inside of their program, right? So you're going to find that, especially with courses, as an affiliate marketer, that stuff is valuable to you because you get paid commissions as your customers that you refer move up the value ladder. And that's a good thing. And it's also like how these businesses make money, right? And you can either be offended by that and not care for that kind of thing, or you can be on the other side of the fence and look at it as, hey, we all pay for education one way or another, and it doesn't hurt to have to pay for it. And as long as it's something you can stand behind and you believe in, then it's something you can promote. And if people decide to upgrade and stuff like that, then great, you can get paid as well. So that's another one. And so that's affiliate marketing. And so just looking back at this, it starts with just finding programs that you want to promote, getting your affiliate link, getting signed up as an affiliate with those businesses, promoting that link, sharing it on social media and stuff like that. And then when people buy, you earn a commission. Okay, now we're on number 3, and this is going to blow your mind because I've got something for you which I think is great for beginners, especially peeps who may not want to create products, may not know about affiliate marketing and doing promotion and stuff like that. What I'm talking about is creating a newsletter, a paid newsletter, okay? And before you think, oh, no way, I want you to consider what I'm about to show you, okay? So the place that I'm recommending, by the way, I have no affiliation with them or anything like that. This is called Substack, all right? So let's take a look at this and what's totally unique here. Now, there's a couple of points I need to make about this place that make this so different from the typical newsletter system. Substack is totally different, okay? And I'll show you why in just a second. But the first thing is, I just want to tell you, this is a place where you basically can build a newsletter business, all right? So you can start out, it doesn't cost anything for you to join and create a newsletter. And what's so nice is that you don't have to pay for sending out emails, so you don't have to have any kind of email system. It's all built in, all right? You don't have to have like fancy sign-up forms and giveaways and all that stuff. And then what I think is probably the hugest piece about Substack is that it's already an ecosystem, okay? So there are millions and millions of people on this site every day reading newsletters, and they've already got this whole like recommendation engine built into the system so that if you start a free newsletter or a paid newsletter, it's going to be easy for other people to basically come across your newsletter, right? Because Substack promotes that stuff. It's just a place where you can basically create stuff, and there's already like a lot of built-in traffic there. Okay, so I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You still have to write good content and create something that people want. And with AI, it's even more possible than ever before. And what's so cool on here is, like I said, you can start for free, right? And there's no paid system. Like the whole thing is you are a Substack writer and you create your newsletter. And if you decide you want to have a paid newsletter, then you basically just create a price for it and then people can join it. All right. And the way that Substack makes money is they just take like a percentage of that fee that gets charged. And if you decide you never want to charge a fee, no problem. You could still be on there for free. Yeah, look at this. 35 million active subscriptions, 3 million paid subscriptions. I haven't written a newsletter yet, but as somebody who subscribes to other people's, what I've seen is that like one guy that I follow who's on here, who just writes a little like super niche business and AI type newsletter. He's got, I don't know what it is, 20 something hundred subscribers to his $7 newsletter. And so he's making, I don't know what it is, $4,000 a month or something like that, passive. It's not entirely passive. He has to write a newsletter once a week, but that's what he does. And so it's not a bad business. If you're a writer and you can think of interesting topics and stuff like that, then why not? So here's their business model. They only make money when creators make money. All right. Here's the fee breakdown. Writers, if you decide to charge for your newsletter, which I think you should, then you get 86% of the fee that you decide to charge. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It enables independence, whatever that means. And this, I think, is the biggest, most valuable piece. Their network helps you grow, right? So it's very easy. And think about this from the perspective of, imagine you join 10 other Substacks and you regularly go and comment on people's articles and stuff like that. That just adds to your visibility. It's like with YouTube where it's just built-in traffic. So all you have to do is create, and then, you know, whether it bombs or not, there's still going to be people that see it. And so it's like a great place to start. And it's so much easier because you don't have to bring your own traffic and all of that stuff. If they've got 35 million people doing this, then I know I can do it too. Yeah, check that one out. All right. And let's get ready for the fourth option. Another online money-making passive income idea. And that is going to be similar to number 3 in Substack in that it's got built-in traffic. It's already got this kind of community aspect. And so you can leverage that to get a head start and get something going as far as passive income. Okay, so without further ado, number 4 is something called Skool, Skool, and I'll show it to you in just a second here, but Skool is something that is evolved out of the need for something a little bit better than Facebook groups. They're great in some ways, but there's a bunch of aspects that really fall short in groups. Everything's a disorganized mess as far as the content and all of that stuff. All that it's really good for is the fact that it's on Facebook. So these guys opened up Skool to take care of some of those shortcomings, right? And so Skool is great because it's got the community aspects like a Facebook group, but then you can put your courses in there and really present those in a super nice and user-friendly way. And they built it with an app ecosystem too, so that you don't have to be on a laptop to use it, which is where all the previous community type programs were falling short. It costs $99 a month, and what that gets you is unlimited communities to create. So right now there's something like 70,000 or so communities created on Skool, and they claim to have millions of people using it every day, which I think is probably pretty realistic. So you pay $99 a month, but you can create unlimited communities. They've got this built-in platform where it's just like Substack, like it's very easy for people. People are actually now wanting to search on Skool to find communities to join. So let's take a look at it here, okay? So this is just the homepage. I'm not logged in, so this is gonna be what it looks like if you come over here, but you can kind of see, right? So here's a free Skool, and a lot of people do a freemium model, right? The way you benefit from having unlimited communities that you can create is you can do like a freemium model, which is what a lot of Skool people seem to do, where you basically create like a free group, right? And then you have a paid group. Okay, so it's like free is where you send all the people who are watching your YouTube channels and whatever, and you grow that membership up, and then you do basically like a ladder system where you can get people a little more one-on-one attention with you and a little more courses and detail and stuff like that if they want to pay the fee, right? So you can see here, $10 a month, 1.2K members, $20 a month, 1,000 members, $119 a month, 865 members. People are making nice passive incomes from school, okay? And there are other platforms out there. There's one called Go Collab. Yeah, like this. It's a competitor to school. I wouldn't say that they've gotten quite as far as traction and that kind of thing, but it's also very similar and it costs the same amount. This is through Go High Level, and to create a community on Go Collab, you've just got to have the most basic Go High Level account, which is $97 a month. Okay, and that's what I use actually. I use Go Collab for my own free community. So you can see that here, and basically you can put your courses in here, you can lock them by certain days and stuff like that in a community type aspect. Now, why would you do this over something like Substack? Substack is great if you really want to focus in on like a newsletter type delivery where it's written, right? You're going to write stuff, you're going to have articles, and you're going to communicate that way. School and Go Collab and this community type situation we're looking at here is great for people who make videos and create products and stuff like that, digital products, which you may want to be able to present to people in an app format, in a course like instructor-led format, and that kind of thing. Two kind of different delivery mechanisms. Why not leverage both, right? That's my plan. Is I'll use Substack at some point here and create a newsletter, because why not? Some people prefer to read newsletters over the course type framework. And so I started with this because for me personally, this is what I like to create, is like videos and that kind of thing. And that's really not Substack's forte, right? That's number 4. Why don't we get ready for the last one here, which is also going to be super cool. The very last passive income option that I want to share with you is one of the ones that I'm working on right now. It's one of my favorites, and that is to create a faceless YouTube channel, okay? And so I don't mind sharing my face on YouTube. That's not a problem for me, but the reason I'm doing this faceless one is because of a couple of reasons, right? For one thing, it's super nice because basically when I create these videos and stuff, and I'll show you my channel that I've been working on here in just a second. Basically, my goal is just to get that channel monetized. And the whole thing with Faceless is that it's like I create like cartoon type videos, and so everything's already drawn for me. I just drag it on and have AI like read the scripts and stuff like that. Basically, it's just nice because it's like I'm not answering to anyone, right? Like I don't have to process refunds, I don't have to create like courses, I don't have to answer questions, I don't have to promote. I just basically create the little video, and once it's done and posted to YouTube, then I just wash my hands of it and that video's out there, and I can start working on the next one. Like getting monetized on YouTube does take a bit. It takes 1,000 subscribers, right? And it takes 4,000 hours of watch time within a 365-day period, okay, which is a lot. And I will say that it's taken me, this channel that you're watching right now just got monetized a few weeks ago. Essentially, one video can catapult you to that. So you never know like when it's going to happen, whether you're going to have to create 150 videos to get there, or whether it's going to be one that you create randomly and don't think is that good and somehow it blows up. And then you get all the subscribers and watch time that you need from one video. That kind of stuff does happen. But the whole idea is that it's just something I can do on my own time. There's no delivery schedule. There's no like nothing. And I just enjoy making the little videos and stuff like that. So let's look at my channel, okay? So it's called Surprisingly Simple. I've actually changed the name recently. You can use AI to basically come up with names that are catchy. You can come up with what niche to go into, and you can even use AI to come up with your scripts and content. And then I'm using AI plus Canva for all the images inside of my videos. And so you can see it right here. So this was an old channel I had just laying around. I've got a couple of videos that were posted in there from like the 20 teens, which were just random, like me trying to figure out how to use YouTube. I've got a couple of like personal videos that I had put in there as unlisted, and that was my last one in 2022. And then basically I started, like I said, February 17th, posted my first video, and these are all just like somewhere between like 3 minutes and 6 minutes long. And basically, it's just growing a little bit at a time. And honestly, a lot of this stuff is just like tips and stuff that I use in my own life. Who knows how long it will take to get monetized? But I will say, like I said at the beginning, the whole point here is that it doesn't necessarily cost me anything to do this, and I can build up this asset, right, that's going to eventually start paying me. So it's like a little piece of real estate. Like sometimes it's going to be a while before you break even and then start getting into profit. But the whole point is you got to start and start pushing videos out there. And that's what I'm doing. So it's play the long term. Faceless YouTube videos, there's so many different topics out there. In all honesty, I look at this one and I think I picked one of the hardest because I'm using these stick figures and there's not really a good, easy way to make those with AI right now. So it's much more manual than it probably needs to be. If I had gone for some like History Channel type faceless concept, they would be much easier because all the AI tools, the AI image and video tools can create like historical settings really easily. I just do this one in my spare time. But that's everything I've got for you today, guys. Listen, like I mentioned in point 4, I've got this free community and you're welcome to join it, because I go through a lot of what I'm doing on this Faceless channel in there, as well as other things, and that's totally free to join. And if you've got something useful out of this video, I'd love to have your like on the video and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're up to, what's working for you, what's not. If you've got some other passive income ideas that you want to ask about, just put it in the comments and I'll get back to you on that stuff, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you on board. And hey, check out the links down below. I've got links for all the different things we talked about if you want to check them out. So like links to school, link to System.io, link to the affiliate marketing OLSP that I talked about earlier as well. So you can check those out. And those are affiliate links. So those do, if you decide to join any of those, I do get paid on those. I only recommend stuff that I actually use. That's that. And we'll see you in the next video. Listen, there's a couple of videos that are probably already popped up on screen by now. Check them out and we will see you next time.